The National Electrical Code, or NEC, mandates specific requirements for receptacle placement in hallways and foyers. This is important to ensure electrical safety and convenience in residential and commercial buildings. Specifically, the NEC addresses the need for receptacles in these areas when the available wall space meets certain criteria. According to the NEC, receptacles are required in hallways and foyers if the wall space is over 2 feet long. This regulation stems from the practical consideration that these areas are often used for placing furniture, lamps, or other electrical devices. The absence of receptacles in such spaces could lead to the use of extension cords, which can pose safety hazards. To fully understand this requirement, it is important to define what the NEC considers a hallway and a foyer. The NEC defines a hallway as a passageway connecting rooms or areas within a building. This definition encompasses any corridor or passageway that serves as a connection between different parts of a structure. A foyer, on the other hand, is defined as an entrance hall or vestibule. This is the area immediately inside the main entrance of a building, often serving as a transition space. The specific section of the NEC that addresses receptacles in hallways is NEC 404.2. This section stipulates that receptacles installed in hallways, stairways, and at exterior doors for the connection of portable lighting equipment shall be controlled by a wall switch or switches accessible from grade level. This requirement ensures that lighting in these areas can be easily controlled for safety and convenience. There is an exception to this rule. Receptacles installed to provide power for portable lighting equipment associated with the servicing of equipment or other maintenance shall not require controls. This exception acknowledges that some receptacles are specifically intended for maintenance purposes and do not need to be controlled by a wall switch. Considering the NEC requirements and definitions, if the owner of a condo wants to put a table or lamp in a 5-foot wide hallway or foyer with wall space over 2 feet long, an outlet must be provided in these spaces. This is because the code applies not only to rooms but also to hallways and foyers that meet the wall space criteria. The purpose of this regulation is to ensure that residents have convenient access to electrical power without resorting to unsafe practices such as using extension cords. The NEC guidelines are designed to promote electrical safety. Extension cords can be a significant fire hazard if they are overloaded or used improperly. By requiring receptacles in hallways and foyers with sufficient wall space, the NEC minimizes the need for extension cords, thereby reducing the risk of electrical fires and other hazards. Additionally, the placement of receptacles in these areas enhances convenience. Residents can easily plug in lamps, small appliances, or other devices without having to run cords from other rooms. This contributes to a more comfortable and functional living environment. In summary, the NEC mandates that receptacles be installed in hallways and foyers if the wall space is over 2 feet long. This requirement applies to any passageway connecting rooms or areas within a building and any entrance hall or vestibule. The purpose of this regulation is to ensure electrical safety and convenience by providing residents with easy access to electrical power and minimizing the use of extension cords. Firstly, understand the definition of hallways and foyers according to the NEC. A hallway is a passageway connecting rooms or areas within a building, while a foyer is an entrance hall or vestibule. Secondly, determine if the wall space in the hallway or foyer exceeds 2 feet. If it does, the NEC requires the installation of a receptacle. Thirdly, be aware of NEC 404.2, which specifies that receptacles in hallways, stairways, and at exterior doors for portable lighting must be controlled by a wall switch, unless they are for servicing equipment or maintenance. Fourthly, recognize that the primary goal of these regulations is to enhance electrical safety by reducing the reliance on extension cords, which can be hazardous. Fifthly, consider the convenience aspect. Properly placed receptacles make it easier for residents to use lamps and other electrical devices in hallways and foyers without running cords from distant outlets. Sixthly, ensure that all electrical installations comply with local building codes and regulations, which may have additional requirements or variations based on the NEC. Seventhly, consult with a qualified electrician to ensure that the installation is performed correctly and safely, and that all applicable codes are met. Eighthly, keep in mind that the NEC is updated periodically, so staying informed about the latest edition is crucial for maintaining compliance. Ninthly, remember that the NEC is not just about safety, it also aims to provide a standard for efficient and convenient electrical systems in buildings. Tenthly, the NEC provides definitions, such as those for hallways and foyers, to ensure clarity and consistency in the application of its requirements. The NEC focus on receptacles in hallways and foyers is a practical measure that directly impacts the safety and functionality of residential and commercial buildings. By adhering to these guidelines, electricians and builders can ensure that electrical systems are installed in a way that minimizes risks and maximizes convenience for occupants. The specific requirements in NEC 404.2 further emphasize the importance of controlling lighting in these areas, especially for safety purposes. The exception for receptacles used for servicing equipment highlights the NEC consideration of specialized electrical needs. In addition to the basic requirements for receptacle placement, the NEC also addresses various other aspects of electrical installations, such as wiring methods, grounding, overcurrent protection, and equipment ratings. These comprehensive regulations are designed to ensure that electrical systems are safe, reliable, and efficient. Understanding and following the NEC guidelines is essential for anyone involved in electrical work, whether they are electricians, contractors, or homeowners. Failure to comply with the NEC can result in safety hazards, property damage, and legal liabilities. Therefore, it is crucial to stay informed about the latest edition of the NEC and to consult with qualified professionals when necessary. The NEC is a dynamic document that is updated regularly to reflect changes in technology and best practices. Staying current with these updates is essential for maintaining compliance and ensuring the safety of electrical installations. Firstly, it is important to understand the scope and purpose of the NEC. The NEC is a comprehensive set of guidelines and standards for electrical installations in buildings. Its primary goal is to ensure the safety of people and property by providing requirements for electrical wiring, equipment, and systems. Secondly, familiarity with the NEC definitions is crucial. The NEC defines many terms specifically, and understanding these definitions is essential for correctly interpreting and applying the code. Thirdly, the NEC is organized into chapters, articles, and sections. Each chapter covers a specific area of electrical work, such as wiring methods, equipment, or special occupancies. Articles provide more detailed requirements within each chapter, and sections provide specific rules and regulations. Fourthly, understanding the NEC requirements for grounding and bonding is essential for ensuring electrical safety. Grounding and bonding help to prevent electrical shock and reduce the risk of fire. Fifthly, the NEC provides requirements for overcurrent protection, such as circuit breakers and fuses. These devices are designed to protect electrical circuits from overloads and short circuits, which can cause fires. Sixthly, the NEC specifies requirements for wiring methods, such as conduit cable and raceways. These requirements ensure that wiring is installed safely and properly protected. Seventhly, the NEC addresses requirements for electrical equipment, such as lighting fixtures, appliances, and motors. These requirements ensure that equipment is safe and suitable for its intended use. Eighthly, the NEC includes requirements for special occupancies, such as hazardous locations, healthcare facilities, and swimming pools. These requirements address the unique electrical needs and safety concerns of these environments. Ninthly, the NEC is updated every 3 years to reflect changes in technology and best practices. Staying current with the latest edition of the NEC is essential for maintaining compliance and ensuring the safety of electrical installations. Tenthly, consulting with a qualified electrician or electrical engineer is always recommended when working on electrical projects. These professionals have the knowledge and experience to ensure that the work is done safely and in compliance with the NEC. In addition to these general points, it is important to note that the NEC is not a substitute for proper training and experience. The electrical work should only be performed by qualified individuals who have the necessary skills and knowledge to do the job safely. Failure to follow the NEC and other safety guidelines can result in serious injury or death. Therefore, it is crucial to take electrical safety seriously and to always follow best practices. The NEC requirements for receptacles in hallways and foyers are just one small part of a much larger set of regulations designed to ensure electrical safety and convenience. By understanding and following the NEC, electricians, contractors, and homeowners can help to create safer and more functional electrical systems.